maybe a hero is a bit premature, but he's on that path, and with the knockout like he produced like last time, if he can do a few more of those, then that status will be on the offering for him, Oscar. And you were saying, what a moment for him to take that last time.
Yeah, I've got to ask first why a few more of our lads don't adopt the flag in the hair style. I like it. No, in terms of Ben Marksby, I was just saying, we'd seen technical proficiency, discipline, we'd seen him control the pace, we'd seen everything in his 10 fights. The only thing we hadn't seen is that spitefulness, and he obviously wanted to get a win in the knockout column. We saw the spitefulness, the knockout win came in his biggest test to date. Spoke to him after, and I said to him I couldn't imagine how he felt when he told me, and he said it felt like a weight off his shoulders. And if we're going to continue to see that spitefulness mixed in with the, like I said, technical ability that he's got, the hype's going to grow and grow. And like you said, he's on a bit of a warpath. So a good performance tonight will continue that journey.
Well, he's laser guided, Ben Marksby, and we see him. He's not under any fear when he steps forward, as we just saw then, sort of scoping out his man, daring him, lowering their hands to come forward. But that fear in Nicolas Blanco is not through fear of engaging. He's so quick, Ben Marksby. And Nicolas Blanco will know that if he lets those hands go and if he opens up even slightly straight away, as you see just there, Ben Marksby will find that opening. The hands are so quick. And what's interesting is Jahan Ingram, the Misfits pro boxer, who was fighting on the Wasserman card tonight and was here last time in Newcastle. The two of them have spoken about meeting up next, and what a fight. If both of them can get through their respective challenges tonight, what a fight that would be. I have no doubt that Jahan Ingram will be keeping an eye on this fight tonight.
Yeah, he's got his own matters to deal with later on in the evening. But he's a man who likes to talk, he's a man who likes to fight. And if you've spoken about a fight like this before, I'm sure he's sitting, be it in the changing room or back at the fight hotel, with his feet up, having a little look and seeing what could be for the future.
I don't think you would call out a fighter like Ben Marksby unless you were incredibly confident. And the reason I say that, with the greatest of respect to Ben Marksby, he doesn't have this mega profile. It's not a huge fight you're calling out, but he does have incredible technical ability. So to call out a fight like that, you've got to back yourself. You've got to believe in yourself.
That's why it's such a brave move.
Yeah.
If there was a mega hype, like I mentioned a minute ago, the hype is building, and people, especially after his win against Levi Kinciona, people are starting to get excited, really excited about Ben Marksby. But if there was this mega hype behind him, you could perhaps understand a call out, because there might be a bit more profile, or there'll be something in the fight for John Ingram. He really backs himself, which I like. England versus America.
We'll take it.
Why not?
Misfits versus Wasserman, maybe. But as we look tonight, it's Ben Marksby and Nicolas Blanco. From questioning the ability so far from what we've seen, a flawless record for Ben Marksby, capped, as Oscar Riley says, against Levi Kinciona last time in what was dubbed the toughest fight of his career to date. Levi Kinciona and Ben Marksby completely ended all talk of that being a competitive fight in the second round of an absolute demolition job last time out. But he's here now against Nicolas Blanco, who, with 15 fights under his belt, he's experienced. He's only lost 3 of those. So he comes confident. He's another fighter looking to win, and he's another fighter that knows if he can win tonight, if he can take a statement, then that's only upturns for him. What a statement that would be, and what opportunities can come off the back of that for the Argentinian. So he will look at tonight as a big opportunity.
Yeah, that's what's in it for these away fighters, as we call them tonight. They're coming to the home city of some of these fighters, some not, but they're coming in to fights like this knowing that a win changes their trajectory completely. Financial rewards, title fights, there's big opportunity on the line for some of these guys coming in to try and take the scalps of some of Wasserman's young and exciting talent. Just on Marksby, we spoke about the way that he's been moved. I think it's a real credit to Wasserman and the matchmaking. He had 4 rounders early on, didn't drop a round, moved to 6, dropped a couple of rounds, had to learn in tough fights, had 1 8-rounder, flew into that Levi Kinciona fight. It's been a perfect example of how you move such a fighter who is to turn over into the pro game with talent. What we're talking, I think, 6-time national champion. A real credit to Wasserman, the way that Ben's been moved so far.
Good credit, Nessa Sauerland and Sam Walmsley, the matchmaker here at Wasserman Boxing. But Ben Marksby, that Kinciona fight was scheduled for 10, ended in 2. Tonight is an 8 round, and as Oscar says, these are the things that you learn in the trade, that there's so much more that goes into a fighter's career than just learning how to do the basics or the fundamentals or become the showman. You have to learn the levels, you have to learn how to manage your fitness, how to manage your stamina, and at the same time keep the concentration and the discipline that Ben Marksby has got, and he's really mastered, similar to Dan Toward, who, okay, last time didn't end so well for him, and he's on the redemption trail. I spoke to Dan Toward earlier this week, and he was saying, nothing's changed. I'm still one of the hottest prospects in the country. Okay, I took a loss. It's sport, fair enough. It's the same here with Ben, albeit he didn't have the loss last time. He's such a hot prospect. That's why people want to fight him.
Yeah, and just referencing Dan, like you mentioned, sometimes with a defeat there's a freedom that comes with it. You haven't got your, we don't need to talk about the importance that is placed on the undefeated record nowadays, but there's a freedom that comes with that.
Good shifting footwork from Ben Marksby, who puts his man down right at the end of the round. A great left check from Ben Marksby. He showed slick footwork just before it. And is Nicolas Blanco going to be able to beat the count? It looks like he's going to as the bell goes. He will have a minute now to recover to round 1. Does Marksby? He bites down and straight away Marksby's coming forward. And last time he waited for his man to come to him. This time, no chance. Marksby backs his man up. He's looking again for that opening, exactly the same as we saw at the beginning of the first. He's just standing there, and this time now Nicolas Blanco goes down again under a good flurry from Ben Marksby. He just cannot take this level that Marksby is bringing to him. Again, Nicolas Blanco looks at the referee, looks at his corner. Ben Marksby knows that this is in the air now, this is close. Ben Marksby cuts that ring off, doesn't give Blanco anywhere to go, and straight away letting those hands go. Ben Marksby senses it now, the blood is in the water and he's coming for it.
He banged his gloves together. I would say in frustration, but I think that frustration is that he knows he's in with someone that might be a bit too fast and a bit too skillful.
This is statement stuff from Ben Marksby, who showed it last time with a commanding second round knockout. It's swift footwork, it's upstairs, downstairs. Ben Marksby has just shown tremendous level. At the end of the first round and the beginning of the second, really, really strong stuff from the hometown man here, Ben Marksby.
Yeah, real front foot hunting now from Ben Marksby.
And again, what an uppercut. As Ben Marksby lands again, I thought Nicolas was going to go for a moment. He looked up at the ceiling. We heard that one from round here. And it's got credit to Nicolas Blanco, Oscar Davis, that he stayed on his feet, because what a shot that was. It was exactly the same as the one at the end of the first round. And again, Ben Marksby finding the button. Surely Nicolas Blanco realises the end is near for him here.
I was going to say he looked fearful going into that exchange 30 seconds ago, but then he flew into another one, both exchanging right hands, one coming off a lot more worse than...
Now, Blanco seemed to throw a little early after the break there for me, and the referee just mentions about the head as well. These are the tactics that I think you have to adopt when you know you're in survival mode. Ben Marksby is looking clinical out here, surgical, in fact, with the way the lefts and rights are coming in, and the continuing trying to duck down isn't doing Blanco any favours, because the shots are coming from low, upwards from Marksby.
Whether it's clinching, using your head, punching early on the break, anything you can do to get out of the situation that you're in, you will do.
It's survival mode. When flight beats fight, Nicolas Blanco has nowhere to go here. Ben Marksby is doing a tremendous job of cutting it up, not allowing his man to move anywhere he doesn't want him to. And again, lands on the top of the head with a strong left hook. Ben Marksby is looking untouchable in here. Blanco, to his credit, gets up again and looks like he wants to keep going, but the referee will say that is that.
It is win number 12 for Darlington's Ben Marksby.